talking about how dangerous the Kansas City Chiefs actually are. So, guys, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, right, they did beat the LA Chargers last night on a last-second field goal. They have now won 15 straight one-possession games, and they're 10-0 in one-score games so far this season. So when I ask this question, I want you to throw your bias out the door. I want you to throw your fandom out the door. I want you to throw your hatred toward the Kansas City Chiefs out the door. But I'm going to ask this question. Are the Kansas City Chiefs the most dangerous team in the NFL? Are the Kansas City Chiefs the most dangerous team in the NFL? And let's preface this by saying the most dangerous team in the NFL, saying that you do not want to play them in the playoffs. You do not want to play them in the regular season. Hell, you don't even want to play them in the Super Bowl, right? When I look at the Kansas City Chiefs and they've won 15 straight one-possession games, this tells me a lot of things, right? This tells me, one, that their defense is not going to let you get blown out. As long as you can keep it close and don't suck Patrick Mahomes for 3 quarters, we're going to keep you in this game. You can do your 2-minute magic, you can do your 4th quarter magic, and you can come back and you can win this game. By the way, Patrick Mahomes is now a 500 quarterback when trailing going into the 4th quarter. Put your head around that. That man's a winner. The second thing that this tells me about the Kansas City Chiefs is that they are battle tested. We very, very rarely see blowouts in the playoffs. Hell, I don't think I've seen a blowout in the playoffs in, like, I guess maybe last year we saw it a little bit, like when the Bucks played the Eagles. But beyond that, like, you very rarely see a blowout in the playoffs. They're always close, tight-knit games because it is the best of the best teams, right? The teams have earned their way to get there. So I'm not trying to dog the Detroit Lions by any stretch of the imagination here, but have they had any one-score game? They played the Colts one score. They have played the Vikings one score, and no, the Vikings won one score, and I thought they played another team one score. So they have 2 or 3 one-score games so far this season. When it comes to nut crunch time in the playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs, they've been there, they've done that already 10 times this NFL season. The Lions have done it twice. Who are you going to trust in those nut crunch time situations? Jared Goff or Patrick Mahomes? A guy that's 2-0 in one-possession games or a guy that's won 15 straight one-possession games? Battle-tested makes you most dangerous, makes you not want to play this team because they're not going to panic, right? So, guys, that is a legitimate question. Are the Kansas City Chiefs the most dangerous team in the NFL? I want to be curious. I want to know what you guys think. Are they? Yes or no? And Alpha Rub says, Buck getting bet threats? You're stepping up and doing something right. I guess so, buddy. I guess so. Jim Powell says, too much Chiefs content. This is hard for anyone to talk about, even Chiefs fans. Is it, though? Is it? It's easy to talk about a good team, Jim. It is easy to talk about a good team. And Laura says you're stirring the pot and licking the spoon. I am. But the question is, are the Kansas City Chiefs the most dangerous team in the NFL? The answer to that question is yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's simple. Cut, dry, and to the point. And Laura says, right now, I say no. That's only because I'm honestly haven't seen them actually play this season. It's like practice for them. And that's being unbiased as I don't like Kansas City. Playoffs will tell you all about the Kansas City Chiefs. And honestly, Laura, you can say the same thing about the Buffalo Bills right now. You can say the same thing about the Detroit Lions right now. Probably the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, right? There are 4 teams that have already locked in their playoff spots. The Bills, the Chiefs, the Lions, and the Eagles, right? Those 4 teams are locked in. They can't miss the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs. We're just going to see vanilla from them for the rest of the season. Basically, what it comes down to it is like who is the most healthy when it comes to playoff times, who is going to win. Because they got plenty of time to rest. They got plenty of time to just kind of get things right. But the Kansas City Chiefs are dangerous. Dangerous. But then we look at